And welcome back to Selah Readings. Let's take a deep breath in together and then a deep breath out. We're gonna pull some cards. I don't know if this will be a short or a long reading. I'll go with the vibes. We'll go with the vibes. They might be short and the next one might be long. We shall see. But this is a divine masculine reading, but not a message. Divine feminine, divine masculine reading. Very twin flamey vibes. I feel like divine masculine is closing in and divine feminine is opening up. Opening up to opportunities, to love, to just good energy, good vibes, meeting new people, experiencing new things, and that could be stressing. I'm hearing it does stress divine masculine out, but it stresses them. Pull cards. Let me pull some cards. I'm gonna pull 4 of these bad boys. We're gonna start with tarot. I'm going to flip them over afterwards. I will not be flipping them over now. And one more. And okay. I can see them, but you guys can't. Oh, this one really wanted to come out. Okay, I guess it's 5. I'm gonna trust these. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's good. No, that's really good. Okay. Beautiful. I love these. These are my decks, my baby decks. Not even my baby decks. They're like my like, these are the decks that I've gone through thick and thin with. And then we're gonna start with some intuitive cards. I think I'm gonna just pull them right out because they're already pre-shuffled. What I'm gonna do. Okay, so the first one is moving out. Also, do you guys like my nails? I know the lighting is absolutely dog poopy, but I did my own nails and I think they're really cute. And they're like mirrors of each other, so I went for like a pink skin tone vibe. Yeah, looks like human flesh. I love that. Like, isn't that interesting? I love that. I love that we all look so different. I think I'm supposed to pull 3. I have one that like really wants to come out. Okay. Vibe. Okay, this is the confirmation. Some people need. This card keeps coming out. And I'm like, why? But like, stardom? Yeah, 3 is good. So, beautiful vibes, guys. This is, I think, like, okay, I have like a massive zit on my face. Okay, she's massive and she's giving me a headache. That's how massive she is. Like, she is giving me a headache. My third eye has been twitching and okay. So this will be a confirmation. So this is a confirmation reading for the intuitive cards. So for those who don't and are still questioning if their partner, the person that they're with, or their situationship it's interesting. Dating has really shifted into something different, and I don't really believe in there being good or bad besides, the toxicity of abuse. But besides that, I don't believe in like titles being good or bad. You can be a girlfriend and not end up being a wife. You could be a situationship and not end up being a wife. And the opposite also exists. So you can also be a girlfriend that ends up being a wife, a situationship that ends up being a wife. Okay, guys, life is not that deep. Yeah. Even if you look at the stories in the Bible, the ones that everybody loves so much, most of them didn't even have a talking stage. Just went right to it. So, which is, I think, what some of you guys will be experiencing now that I'm saying that. But that's for a very small percentage, and if that really sits with you and resonates, and it's not Delulu La La Land, it's really just something that resonates within your soul, take that. That's for you. The rest of you will be slow burn because a lot of you, including myself as well, I'm including myself in this, and your partner, regardless of gender, everybody is healing. Like, there is a massive quantum shift of just the closing a cycle of a 10-year to 7, 9, 8, 9 years of healing. And that is what's happening currently in the quantum shift as we are in 2026. So this start on. So your person has called you a star. So this is really a confirmation for those that are already in connection, communication, or at least um, knowing the person. And they can have knowing of who the person is, or they could have an inkling about who the person might be. This person has called you a star. Thank you. They heal. So yeah, this person has called you a star before. This person sees you as such. Because yeah, and they don't lie as much as you think they do. Sorry, y'all. Confirmation burp. They don't lie as much as you think they do. You might think that they lie a lot, and that's because you're unhealed, and that's okay. This person also offers you a lot of help. Um, they offer you a lot of help. They ask you if you need help. You find yourself asking them for help and getting out of your comfort zone. And the last one, this is a confirmation that's ahead of time. So this might be in correlation because you guys are mirroring each other. You're moving out. I think a lot of the collective already knows this. A lot of you guys are already moving out. You guys are already doing your own thing. Or if not, you guys have plans to do so. Well, they are as well. So they're going to surprise you and they're going to tell you that they're moving out, that they're getting their own place. If they're still with a parent, if they're with roommates, whatever the situation may be, that they're moving out. They're choosing themselves, and that's like the first step of them liberating themselves within their own healing journey. So support them in that and however that looks. They might also ask if you want to move in together. Um, I am seeing like April, so like a lot of the readings that I've been getting myself collectively have been saying a lot about spring and new comings and all these beautiful things. So it's gonna be around then, realistically. Because nobody wants to move during the winter, y'all. Let's be so for real. Like some of us don't have a choice, but most of us like don't want to do that, right? So that's it. Moving out. Moving on out. Moving on out. Moving out to move in together. So that's the intuitive. I've pulled the tarot, and I'm gonna go into tarot. And okay, this like is just the energy. I'm getting that a lot of the male like collective is also stalking. That didn't come out for the intuitive card, but like not stalking like what you think, like, oh my god, they're looking at my page or doing this and that. Not necessarily. They're actually stalking for the future. So they're looking at houses, looking at rings, looking at like wedding venues, or maybe not venues per se, but like just what how much a wedding would cost. Like they're just looking at like the logistics of it all, because that's something that they want. But they're most interested in the housing market, from what I'm understanding. Um, King of Pentacles, look at that. I love her or it. It's him. It's him. It's King. King of Pentacles. I haven't had the King. I've had it a few times. I've had it a few times, but in a long time. Oh my god, I have not had it. So this is really, we're in the masculine energy right now, which makes sense. I tend to be like not tiptoeing, but I tend to just be like, okay, let's like really relax into this because my body is so traumatized by the masculine energy. So that's part of healing. Part of healing. It's part of just like accepting. Um yeah, it's just part of accepting what is, you know. Yeah. Anyways, I just got an idea for an outfit. Don't ask me, y'all. I'm also a fashion designer. Check out Co Classified on Instagram. I also do readings while I'm here, eh? I do readings. I love doing readings. I love doing personal readings for people. And I really don't subscribe to needing it to be about love. I don't like to advertise it as such. I want it to be what the vibe of the person is. So whatever your vibe, whatever you want, it's you're the canvas. So I just simply read your energy. I read the energies around you. I read you the questions that you might need to know, and we move on from there. And that's kind of how that works. But yeah, back to the masculine energy. This nigga is rich. Sorry, some of you guys are not with black men, um, or even men in general. But this person is rich, well, and it's energy. It's energy, dedication, and the intelligence. It's the intelligence. It's the intelligence that makes them wealthy. They understand the maneuvers of money and how the world works and everything. That's actually even part of like how they want to help you. They don't want to do things for you because they really do. They really are attracted to your independence. So don't worry. For those still recovering from hyper independence, i.e., me, and also you guys, I'm sure a lot of you in the collective, maybe like 30 to 60% of you guys, but yeah, they're here to help. Like they want to help, but they don't want you to feel helpless without them. Like if they're helping you, they want you to stand on your 2 feet and be able to do it yourself as well. So get ready to learn. You will be learning so much with this person. Like I'm sure you've already learned so much already, but you'll be learning way more. Strength. So they're gaining strength within their feminine side. Um, they also have trauma with the feminine energy and within themselves as well. So they're learning to gain strength in being in feminine energy. Um, like they're the lion and they are also the kitty. So it's interesting that they kind of see themselves as a nurturer and someone that can help, like right here. But they also see the benefits in receiving. And I think that's something that they do struggle with, so they need the strength in order to receive themselves, because both of you guys are givers. That might not be for everyone, but I feel like a lot of the collective and their partners are givers to each other. He's not hermiting anymore. His masculine energy is no longer hermiting. That's not something that they enjoy. They don't like it. They feel sick in it. They feel as though they should be out there doing just as much as their counterpart. If not, they just feel like they need to be doing something with their time. They feel bored more often than not. And then when they don't feel bored, they feel kind of useless to society because they don't have that like social connection. So they are gaining the strength as well to get over social anxiety, but they're no longer hermiting, and you need to learn to trust them because they're learning to trust you. So it's fair trade. The sun, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Their childhood self feels really safe with you, their child self. But I also heard like the sun has a son or daughter or child, so they do also see children in the future with you, maybe more than you do. They might be manifesting it a lot as something to be like at the end of the tunnel, but like that's what they want the most, besides like the usual like marriage and like marriage and wedding and all that stuff. Yeah, they're preparing for that, but they're really preparing for this. Like this is something that they really, 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 really want with you. And that's something you want with them too. And I feel like that's also something that you're learning to like accept and heal from, and they're learning to express and um, assume. Like in theater, we used to say like just assume it, just assume the character, assume and accept that this is a train of thought or something that you want or something that you're thinking about. So they're learning to accept that for themselves and just be like, yo, I'm like, I gotta be for real. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna be like, yo, these are the terms and conditions. When are we popping babies out for real? Like, you know what I mean? And that might be a little scary, but it'll be a conversation that'll be very comfortable. And when the time is right, you'll know that it's right. Or even like, it might not even be a conversation, it might just be a look. It might just be a look. It might just be a look and then full acceptance on both sides, and it just happens. Yeah, they're getting over exes and heartbreaks and life and all that jazz, just the past, just as you are as well. That's why the Three of Swords is in reverse now. They're getting over heartbreak that possibly had happened between the two of you guys. If you guys have been known each other for a while, they're getting over heartbreak from situationships, past situationships, past relationships, past friendships. They have a lot of friendship heartbreak, I would say, more than anything else, which is a huge component of having a partner, is literally like the friendship part of it. The friendship is the basis of it. So they do have that trauma of losing friends, not knowing why, and then knowing why and being like, that's like really fucking bogus. They're not used to being around mature. Well, they're gonna get used to it because they're going back out there, and just making new friends and quite literally maturing in that way. Yeah, they want you to know that you need to like alleviate yourself from your own guilt in order to also forgive them and themselves as well with their guilt. There's a lot of, I feel like, animosity and guilt that may be within the pain bodies more than it is between your heart chakra and your throat chakra. Sometimes your throat chakra is blocked, but I would say that's more of a them thing. But for the both of you, it's the sum of you, I would say, because some of you guys are in polyamorous situations as well, which is interesting. I'm learning to like accept that people do that. Don't ask me. It's just me like getting rid of my own judgment, because that's not something I want, but it might be something like my kids would want, and I have to be open-minded to that. I try to see other people as a lens of like not just like an extension of myself as a part of the concrete universe that we live in, but also just like as an extension of like they were once children, we were all once children, so we all have and still have that innocence within us. And that's pretty much what it is. Like exploring that aspect is okay too. but there's just a lot that needs to be said either non-verbally or like through movement, through sex, to be honest, through kissing, through somatic romantic touch, and then other things, and like present mindedness. Check out the meditation that I just posted actually for present mindedness, and then as well as like um what's the other word I was gonna say, and then as well as like verbal reassurance as well, of course. So there's a lot of communication that needs to be held, but held in a space, in a safe space, and in a space of not just divine alignment, because the divine alignment is now. So more so like, because this is a quantum leap, y'all, we're quantum shifting. It's now, um, but it's more so like within the present, like your fears and all these different things won't be the driving force as much anymore. Not that you won't fear, but it just won't be the driving force. Like you will see the need to be more present, and they will feel that themselves as well. The guidance that I'm hearing that you guys might need to hear. So that's really it. Um, Pain bodies, really go into that meditation. I try to do it myself as well as much as possible. Just like really like do your lymphatic drainage, do your stimmings if you are autistic, and just like breathe, like do conscious breathing, meditate, stretch, lay down but consciously and be aware of your surroundings. Name 3 different things that you see within the room if you really need to go through, if you're going through a trigger. A lot of this is triggering more so pain bodies, and I keep saying that because you've gone past the point of like you've healed, right? Your body is now catching up to all of the healing that you've done and all of that. And if you guys, I'm hearing this, if you need to call your therapist, email your therapist, message them, be in communication with your therapist. Because, yeah, oh my god, I'm getting lots of downloads. But yeah, that was just like such a confirmation. Anyways, good night. It's night for me. It's like literally midnight, but lots of love, lots and lots of love. Let's just take a deep breath in and out. And yeah, this has been Selah Reading.